Game over. It is over. It is done. This is the end, right? And what I mean when I say game over is that it is over for the ego mind. The ego mind is slowly dying. And every end is a new beginning of something else, right? So, this ego death that is coming to the world is actually a good thing because it's happening, and it will bring you more happiness, more abundance, more joy, more peace, and you will just feel amazing, right? Because the ego mind is what separates people, right? The ego mind is what stands in the way between you and the beautiful connection that you can be having with someone else, right? And it's time for celebration right now, right? Because the ego mind is slowly dying. The ego mind has no way out, right? The ego mind is trying to win this non existent fight with its last powers, and it's breathing its last breaths, right? And once the ego mind dies, you're left freely to enjoy the rest of what you are, which is your soul, which is the essence, the light inside of you, right? So your ego mind now becomes your own pet, right? Because the ego mind is like a big dragon that is like really wild, and no one can control that dragon, right? But that's until you tame it. And once you tame this dragon, once you tame this wild creature, which is the ego mind, it has nothing else to do but surrender and obey. And it will try to regain your power again, right? Because it's it's dependent on power, because the ego mind is really powerful, right? But it also wants to have power. Your own ego mind wants to have power over your own self. It wants you to be better than other people, right? And that's not you. Like, you don't want that. Your ego mind wants it, right? Your ego mind wants wants you to have the opportunity to show what you're capable of, right? It is not you who want it, because if it's you who is being asked, you will just be great as you already are, right? And the right people will notice how great you already are, right? But the ego mind always wants for people to realize your worth, right? The ego mind wants to be in the center of attention. The ego mind wants to be like, for people to raise it, to uplift it. Like, it wants to be praised. And when you're not feeding it, when you're not giving it what the ego mind requires, it is going wild, like a drug junkie, right? When they need their drugs. And but that's until a point when when the ego mind realizes that they can no longer do anything in order to make you feed them, right? You will feed them when you want to feed them. And that's when the ego mind settles down and allows your higher self to take over you, to take over your life, to take over your consciousness, and it allows you to make conscious decisions, because when you're in your ego mind, the decisions that you're making are not coming from a place of clarity, right? It's feel your mind is filled with confusion, because the ego mind has the intention for you to be the best, for you to be the greatest of all, for you to be in the center of the attention, right? For everyone to obey you, right? And the essence inside of you has nothing to do with it, right? It just wants to be peaceful. It just wants to relax and chill, right? It doesn't want to be bothered, right? But the ego mind is the one who always starts the fights, right? Who always wants to change something about, like, the ego mind will always find something that is not well adjusted to their wants and needs, right? And they want to change it, right? And when you realize it, you don't allow your ego mind to act from you and to ruin your relationships, because when you're doing it, there is a high potential for you to ruin the relationship if the other party is not aware enough that you are capable of changing. They may just walk away, right? So it's game over, right? The ego mind has nowhere else to go right now, and the ego mind has to patiently wait for you to feed it. And now you have control over your ego mind. You have tamed it. Congratulations. Like, you are right now, you are riding a dragon. You have a powerful beast under your command. And now it is important to keep the leashes in your hands and to guide it, to ride it, to get you places where you couldn't even imagine you can be visiting, right? You can lift it. You can make it lift you high up, right? It can obey your own needs, your own wants, but at the same time, you are aware that what you want and need is not harming other people. Even if other people feel like they're being harmed in the moment, it is their ego minds who are being harmed at the moment, right? Who are feeling endangered, right? But on the long term, your actions are going to set everyone free, right? Even them, even those who feel endangered right now, when they wake up of this dream that their ego mind is being projecting over their third eye, they will realize, like, what the fuck have I been doing, right? And this is a great time for all of us to realize that it is not only one person who has ego mind issues, right? Who has issues with their ego. It is all of us who have this beast inside of our heads. And it is our responsibility to take care of it. It is our responsibility to tame it and nurture it. And your ego mind is actually adorable, right? It's like, it is this powerful beast, but if you're friendly with it, it can be so beautiful. Like, the connection that you can be having with yourself, with your ego mind, like between your ego and your heart space, it's like beautiful. And it is game over because you're no longer allowing your ego mind to do things on its own, right? You're no longer allowing your ego mind, you're no longer rushing, right? Because the ego mind wants for you to be better than someone, right? And when an idea clicks, like, yes, I'm gonna do this so I can prove myself to be better, right? And you go and do that. That's your ego mind acting out of you. And you have tamed your ego mind. When your ego mind gives you that idea, your wild dragon says, hey, let's prove them that we're better, right? And you're like, wait a minute. How is that action of ours going to help us? And how is our action going to make them feel, right? Do they deserve to feel that way? If they deserve to feel that way, then you go and be great in front of them, right? Show them your worth, right? Show them your dragon, right? And there have been also movies about this inside the Matrix, right? but we're gonna talk about it in the next video, which I'm gonna link on the end screen. And I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you for watching it. I genuinely appreciate your support, and I really wish for you to keep watching my videos. I really wish for you to keep absorbing this knowledge that I'm giving you, because you know, and we both know, that it's worth it, right? We all know that the information that are being shared on this channel hold value within, and all this information can help you become a better version of yourself and can help you grow on many different areas in life, right? So if you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment down below, share your thoughts about this whole ego concept. And even if you disagree about something with me, just share it down below so we can communicate, so we can get to get this algorithm going, right? So I can get promoted to even more people. So you can help me to achieve what I'm aiming for, right? And subscribe to the channel, that's a really important one. Add me on Instagram. I have an Instagram account officially. It's eu.mikemasters. So on Instagram, go and search eu.mikemasters, or go on my channel and click somewhere on the top of the channel art. There will be a link to my Instagram account. Add me on Instagram, connect with me, send me a message if you have any questions. If you want just to say hi, if you're ashamed to publicly share a comment and want to let me know how great am I doing, or how I actually impacted your life. If you want to introduce yourself and to let me know like who is watching my videos, then feel free to say hi. I'm gonna respond to anyone that messages me, right? Because I'm not like some egotistical big star that will just act like a jack in front of you, right? I'm this human being that understands that you are at the same level as I am, right? We are all like sharing the same world, like we are all breathing the same air. We are these human beings on the planet Earth, and I hope that you have realized it by now with all these videos that I'm sharing. And that will be all for this video. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.